Hi everyone, a very warm welcome to 2017. A very, very happy new year. This is my first video of 2017, first video of the month. And what I wanted to talk to you about today is taking action. So it's all very well gathering a lot of knowledge and knowing a lot of things and reading a lot of books and listening to webinars, going on courses. But we've got to do something with this information. So that's going to be my real goal for this year, is to really help you to take that action. Now, for me, myself, I've been a member of three masterminds last year. And there were some incredibly knowledgeable people in these masterminds. They knew a vast amount of information. They were the real gurus of the personal development world. I'd been studying it for some time. But guess what? They virtually hadn't moved. Nothing had really changed in their lives. And that's simply because they hadn't taken the steps that they knew about. So we really do need to use all the information that we have. And quite often we give up because it's too hard or we can't be bothered. We go back to our old ways and we end up looking for the next thing. And I have seen this time and time again. So that's sort of what I've seen in my personal life. Helping my clients, me with my coaching business, I've really thrown myself in so that my clients really do achieve the goals that they set out to achieve. So with this, I incorporated online membership program, so they've had that as backup. They've had me on open access on WhatsApp, so that they've always got somebody behind them so that they take these steps. So that is going to be the key for this year, is how can you move forwards? And that's what I'm going to talk to you about in a moment. 3 tips that you can all do for yourselves to really, really help you to move forwards. I'm going to be sharing with you loads of content this year. So there's going to be lots of stuff coming very soon, hopefully next week. Once the website developers get it up and running, I will have my first challenge, and that's going to be a challenge for you to really learn to love yourself, because that's the first thing we need to be able to do before we can move on in any direction in life. So that should be coming with us next week. But prior to that, we need to have a positive mindset. We can't do anything without a positive mindset. And I cannot reiterate this, ladies. It is absolutely key, this positive mindset. So perhaps we can start, with that now, mindset now. There's the challenge in the pin post, or I can send you a free PDF to keep you going. Whatever's going to help you to get into that mindset. Why do we need the mindset now? Why at this time of year? Why before we even start a goal? I'll tell you why. Because whatever mindset you start out with is what you end up with. So if you're not very happy now and you're a bit negative, you may well reach your goal, but you're just not going to be happy. So what's the point? So we need to get that mindset today, now, and I'm going to help you with that. So 3 tips. Tip number 1 is you need to be accountable. This stuff is hard, ladies. I'm not going to pretend it's not easy. It's hard, but it's, I promise you, oh so worth it. So we need to be accountable. Now, you can be accountable here in the group. I'll make you accountable. Get accountable with others. Get your own accountability partners. Perhaps it's a friend. Perhaps it's a member of your family. Make yourself accountable. I promise you, it really, really helps. So think about that. Think about the accountability. Who can you choose? If there's no one in your immediate circle, choose us. We're here for you. That's the whole point of the group, because all of us here aren't happy with where we are right now. And all of us want to be somewhere else, even if we're not quite sure what that somewhere else looks like. So we need help and we need support. So let's use the group. So please do that, ladies. Please do that. Reach out. So accountability is one thing. Second thing is we need an understanding. When we understand things, we are much more likely to do them and move on. For instance, very simply, gratitude. Do you understand even why gratitude is important? Is it just something that you do because you think you're going to be a little bit more positive? That isn't enough, ladies. We need to really understand what gratitude is going to do for us, because unless it's going to really change your life, you are not going to be bothered to write that gratitude diary with emotion. I guarantee it. You'll give it up. Trust me, I've been there myself many times. So we need an understanding that gratitude actually gives you an abundant mindset. And when you have an abundant mindset, you attract to you what you really want in life, not one of lack where you're focusing on what you don't have in life. So that's just a small snippet there. And I am actually going to go into the 5 grounding things in the Positivity Challenge and explain each one as to why it's important for you to do, because when you understand the importance, you're much more likely to do it. And it needs to be meaningful for you. You know, if it's got to change your life, it's all very well it's changing mine or someone else's. You know, who really cares? This has got to change your life. So let's get some understanding behind it. And when we've got that understanding behind that, before we even look at a goal, look at an intention, we do need that positive mindset. So again, let's go back to the Positivity Challenge. If you're struggling with it, reach out. There are 5 core things. And once you throw yourself into these 5 core things and they become part of you, you don't have to really think about them again, because they actually become part of your cellular structure. So for me now, visualization comes to me. I don't have to visualize anymore. I've done it so many times now, repeated it so many times. The actual visualization of the house that I want to build back in the UK, I can see it clear as a bell. It comes to me, that picture of that house. And you too can do this. None of this is rocket science. It's all repetition. And one very exciting thing that I've just been on the phone to actually this afternoon that I'm going to incorporate into my business this year to help people stay on track, to help them to stay steps, is I'm having an app made so that there'll be an app on the phone that will remind you constantly about gratitude, about daily success rituals, about exercise, about your goal, your intentions, where you're heading to. So this is going to be a constant reminder on an app, because I just think that is the way we're going with phones, with technology, and I really hope that's going to help each and every one of you. So that's my new thing for my business. It's going to help people take those steps forward. But you yourself, ladies, you can do those 3 things today. You can look for accountability. You can get that positive mindset today. Get on the challenge. Ask me for the PDF if you'd rather have a book instead of listening to the videos. Whatever it is, whatever you don't understand, ask. I promise you, lady, ask. And understanding what it is you want. When you understand it, you'll get far more absorbed into it. If it's just sort of going over your head, you know what? You're going to forget it. So I'm really hoping this year is going to be a year of action for you ladies, where you do, you do take those steps forward. You don't just sit there with gathering information. I had one wonderful lady who came to me last week. She's actually a client now. She'd been on a fantastic course a little while ago now with Tony Robbins. She said she absolutely loved it, brilliant information, etc. And they said after the course, you really need to either get a coach, a mentor, or somebody who's going to help you move along. This stuff is difficult. The reason it's difficult is because over 95% of our behavior comes from the subconscious mind. And if we don't really like where we are in life, it's that bit we've got to change. So you think you've got to change a massive chunk. Think of it like an iceberg. You can only see the teeny bit on top of the water. That's the bit you see in everyday life. But you're actually changing the stuff under the water, which is massive. And that's why it takes a while to move. You know, it doesn't happen overnight. But when it happens, ladies, you take that quantum leap, trust me, and you never go back. And that's the place I want all of you. Think of it a bit like a quantum leap. I relate to, this is how I teach little kids this. I relate it to baking a cake, okay? So you bake a cake with eggs, flour, butter, sugar. You can never get those eggs back again. And that is exactly what a quantum leap is. So, thank you so much for listening today. Please put any comments, and I can see, I really need my glasses for these videos, but I can see Julia's joined us today, and Mandy. Oh, in fact, my glasses are here. Let me have a look. And Tina, wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me today. By the way, I need my glasses for reading, not long distance, so I don't tend to put them on for the videos. But thank you so much for joining today. Please comment in the box. Really do tell yourselves that this is going to be your year, the year of change. You're going to do something different this year. You're going to do. So this thing is to reach out there. So thanks so much, and I will see you later in the week. Take care, ladies. Bye.